Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkus, and we're from the FabriChat.
My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer, and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cinco de Mayo, and there's
Cinco de Mayo. I ordered a mocarita. Do you know what that is? It's got some tequila in it.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
No, it really doesn't. I did order that, and she said, what? I said, you got any tequila back there? Cinco de Mayo. She didn't think I was funny. Okay, fine. Just a mocha, non-fat.
Fine, okay.
Anyway, this was a celebratory week. I don't often get coffees, but gosh, let's see. Yesterday was National Teachers Day. Today, Cinco de Mayo, the National Day of Tequila, or Day of the Dead. I'm not sure what it is. It's something like that, right? Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
We just know it's taco night at our house.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo is the
It's a festival.
Independence Day. Much like our 4th of July. Dia de los Muertos is November
the Day of the
1st.
Dead. And that's the Day of the Dead. That's
November
right.
1st.
Come here for all of your answers. We know all of it. One of us.
That's it.
Will.
We got 75%.
I just know is that it's a celebratory day.
Yes.
And yesterday was also May the 4th, but you're not a...
No.
What
You
is
guys
it
have other
even?
news?
No, May the...
I don't watch the news either.
No, Star Wars! May the Force be with you. May the Force...
Yes. See, so we have VHS, all of the old Star Wars. And me and the boys watched it all the time, and we love the old Star Wars. I have never watched the new ones. I feel like I can't get into it. It's not the same. I mean, CGI is way better, but...
It is, but it's so intense. You almost can't follow it. Who's shooting? Who just blew up? Something bad happened, but I don't even know who's dead now.
Yeah.
It's too much. The old stuff, which was actually considered the new stuff back in the 80s,
Right.
that was some sketchy, edgy stuff, and you could kind of follow it, but...
Yeah, so... And I haven't watched any of the new stuff, so I'm kind of out of this, Star Wars train.
Well, we'll see when the kids all get older. We'll see if they're Trekkies or...
They're
Eliza's a Star Wars fan.
Eliza's a
Is
Star
she?
Wars.
Not a
Well, so is
Trek
Amber.
Not a Trekkie. It's like you're one or the other, I think.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I just remember the old Star Trek.
Star Trek. Yeah.
With, what's his name?
He is an X-Men now.
No.
Him?
He's old. No, it was the original.
They're all old now.
I know. With Leonard Nimoy was Spock, and anyway, they're fun to watch now because again, we've special effects. It's a little bit easier. But anyway, that's what I used to like to watch. But anyway, and then tomorrow is National Nurses Day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
Good.
that's kind of fun. So yeah, a whole lot of, and then of course Mother's Day. Mother's Day. So we have planned all kinds of really good things for Mother's Day. We have a little section, if you've read your newsletter, Brianna put a special spot on the website where we're picking our favorite things is what we're doing. We've done different things in the past for Mother's Day and different emails, but now we have so many new friends across the country and across the world that we thought, we would do something that would be easy for everybody to do. So we're just putting special things on sale, and they might all be things that you've already received that you paid full price for, but this is a gift-giving opportunity.
Yes, and it's at the top of our page. Remember, fabricpatch.net. It says Mother's Day specials. Click on it. We do about 2 different things a day, and it usually posts about 8:30. You'll get the new items that come up, and we're going to do it to Saturday, right? We're doing it Saturday also?
I think we're also going to do something on Sunday.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We'll do it all week long.
We'll do it all week. Monday to Sunday.
Kind of fun, but check early. What happens is we just don't want to have to deal with leftover packages, with rain checks and stuff. So it is limited to stuff on hand, which we've ordered cases of things. So we have enough. But now what happens if we sell out of something? Does it just come off, or will it say sold out?
It'll go away. It'll end up disappearing.
Oh.
So if you were on it at lunch break and noticed, oh, these are the 4 things, and oh, that looks really cool, I'm going to do that tonight. And then you go home, you log on, and one of those 4 things are missing, it's because it's already sold out.
Or 3 of those 4 things?
Yeah, maybe. And I think that's what it looks. I might know more by Friday when we do box opening, but because it's in a special little plug, you'll notice you'll see the image of the Notion or the book. You can push it, and then you'll see it. So because it's a little different, it may not go away, it may click in, and it'll say sold out. But I'll know maybe more on
Either
Friday.
way, we're hoping that you guys snag some good things. Everything is at least 20% off, and then we have some special coupons, and then we have a gift. And I'm just going to read it to you just because it's so fun. So just in case somebody doesn't place an order, but on over the weekend, if you place an order on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we have a special little gift bag that we're going to throw in there, and act surprised when you see that Friday morning. But anyway, it's just a little thing. It's not such a, but just in case you don't order anything, because I know some of you guys that are from Canada and Germany and Norway. Oh, I know that it's really expensive. So we just want to read this to you anyway. And some of you guys have seen this before. It's one of my favorite things. I have this up in my sewing room and in my office because it just makes me laugh so much. It's advice from a 1949 Singer sewing manual. This is real. So, and it's just your notes in the front of your manual. Prepare yourself mentally for sewing. Think about what you're going to do. Never approach sewing with a sigh or lackadaisically. Good results are difficult when indifference predominates. Never try to sew with a sink full of dirty dishes or beds unmade. That's some good advice right there. When there are urgent housekeeping chores, do these first so your mind is free to enjoy sewing. When you sew, make yourself as attractive as possible. Put on a clean dress. Keep a little bag full of French chalk near your sewing machine to dust your fingers at intervals. Have your hair in order, powder and lipstick put on. If you are constantly fearful that a visitor will drop in or your husband will come home,
oh heavens,
laugh. And you will not look neatly put together, you will not enjoy your sewing as you should.
Oh, what a good housewife!
That is good advice.
Oh.
That is good advice. That's why all of the housewives were addicted to Valium in the 1960s.
Oh my God! Right? Yeah.
Yes, because heavens, if your husband were to come home and not find you with your bra off and your sweats off.
Oh my gosh! Right?
We're having tuna
So
for dinner.
it was funny. So on Sunday, I was just still unpacking. I finally, by the end of the day on Sunday, I had all of the kitchen put away, the laundry room, the kids' rooms, everything put away except for my office and my sewing room, which will take me weeks anyways. So it's not a big deal, but I had been in my pajamas and I took off those pajamas, put on other ones.
Clean pajamas
for the day.
That's a lot of effort.
And I know. And we're having lunch and Robert's sitting next to me and Wyatt looks over at Dad. Hey Dad, why is Mom in her pajamas? And I said, Wyatt, are you judging me right now? He giggles, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, Robert, what are you teaching him as you're out there shoveling dirt, you know? It's like, Wyatt, I didn't sleep in these. He's like, but those are pajamas, right? They're day pajamas? Mom.
They're my lounge pants. They're my silky lounge pants. And sometimes I sleep in them.
I thought it was somebody just leaned over. Dad, why is she wearing pajamas? Like, what are you doing? And then Harper pipes in, can I have pajamas? No! You are dressed. Your hair is done. We are done.
It's a pajama party day.
I'm not sure I'd make it in the 50s.
No. But anyways, yeah, that's funny.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
see.
Everyone's gonna run to their sewing manual, the little baby singers, and think, "What is happening?"
Yeah, I know. It's
cute.
crazy. Well,
Funny.
and it's what was that other one that we gave out years ago? And it was new. It was advice for the bride from the Good Housekeeping magazine, and it was so similar to that.
Yes, it was.
The best part in there was that you had to make sure and feed your children first, have them bathed, ready for bed, and
quiet.
out of the way, yet quiet, for when your husband comes home. And do not trouble him with your events of the day, because he doesn't need to hear it. That is your responsibility to handle those children. And that you were supposed to have dinner ready, a drink, let him sit and quietly read the newspaper before he's ready to speak to you.
Not in my house.
I'm so glad you're home. These kids are yours now.
Why did you tell that when you got in trouble today? Oh, great.
I know. That reminds me of this. I was reading this article that was about the new, because May is also, in addition to all of the partying going on in the first week of the month, May is National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh.
Which I think is a really good thing.
Good.
It's a good thing because then it takes the stigma away from, depression, anger issues, bipolar disorder, whatever, and people feel comfortable discussing it, talking about it, getting counseling, all of that stuff. So I think it's really good. I think it's a good thing that, we have a month where we're really promoting good mental health. But in preparation for that, they were talking about this new condition that they're calling languishing. Languishing. Because what's happening is
Did Generation Q come up with this?
No, it's a real word. It's kind of word for when you
it is?
languish about something where you just kind of, you're kind of this kind of a thing. And so, no, they said that after a year and a half of doing nothing, year and a half of being in your pajamas,
right?
Zooming with maybe pants on, maybe not, not going anywhere, not going out, not getting your hair done, not getting your nails done, all of those things, that you just
used to do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so they said that now what's happened is it's become this sort of condition where you just, you don't have the energy and you're just kind of in a frump. And so they're talking about getting back out of that funk and finding something fun to do and, rekindling those whatever those hobbies were, if they were, bicycling or jogging or sewing, cooking, all of those sorts of things. So anyway, they were talking about all of that. But the whole time I was reading that, and I think it was in the New York Times, but the whole time I was reading that, I kept thinking, my problem, I kind of totally understand that, but my problem is the hugs.
Right.
It has bothered me so much because you cannot touch someone now. And it's so hard because people will come in. Joanne Barton was in the store the other day, and I walked out, and I feel bad because they never even came back to say goodbye to her. I wanted to talk to her, but we were filming, so I had to dash back in. But we went out, and you have this uncomfortable, how are you? Because you just want to, it's been so long. But it's like, I can't touch you. And then you kind of wait. You can touch me? If you're going to touch me, I'll touch you back. And so you just don't really know, because I've always been such a touchy person anyway, but I think that's what's harder, the hugs, because there was an actual study. I wonder if we could even find it and link it, because there was a couple of them that were done, but back in the, I have to think about this.
Well, it's the same study they did for someone smiling at somebody.
Yes.
And I find that that's different. There's a lot of
because you can't see a smile.
You can't see a smile, and sometimes that smile will change someone's entire day.
Yeah.
Just because a stranger said hi, or smiled back at you and thought, I was having a horrible day, or I thought I looked hideous.
Yeah.
But she smiled at me, or he smiled at me, and so it's funny. It's the same thing. I think that is hard, and.
You're just not getting any.
Yeah. Because I still smile under my mask. Like, well, I don't know if you knew I was smiling. I thought I was just, tweaking out. But
what you can do is you can say something. You can say, "Oh, cute shoes. Oh, I love your sweater."
Yeah.
You can say something
Sure.
instead of you can give a verbal affirmation. But the funny thing about the touch thing is that there was a study that was done, and the actual number of human contact that somebody needs in 24 hours. Do you know what the number is?
Oh, it's probably way more than I think it is.
It's 16.
Dude.
16 hugs, 16 touches that a human needs per day. Per day for proper mental health. And that's what I was thinking the whole time I was reading this article. It's like, wait. Talk about touching. That's what the problem is right now is we're not supposed to touch anybody.
Right.
you know. And so it that needs, I mean, I know that can't go away anytime super soon, but it makes it kind of hard. But and when they did that study because of kids in the NICU. You know, when I first was in medicine,
sure.
any child that was born that was prior to 32 weeks gestation, there was like no hope of survival. Well, now, you know, we've got that way down, but what was happening is they could create this environment so the kids would do okay, but they realized that the kids had other issues because they were not being touched, because they were kept in this
Their little
environment. And then they added these, we used to call them the bosoms, but I don't know what other hospitals call them, the volunteer women who come in and hold the babies, you know, and it's on a regular schedule to hold these children that are in the NICU. But anyway, that was when they did the study, was to know that there's a certain amount of time. And then that was what made me think too of when we were talking about men. They also did this study, and this one I'm positive we could find and link because it's absolutely hilarious. They did this study about touching, because I know I've told you before that I am a very touchy person and I get in trouble. Because sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, I'll, you know, just put my hand on their shoulder or their arm and, oh, you know, whatever. And, oh, thank you so much. That was really nice of you. And when I'm with my husband, he'll say to me, why did you touch him? Why did you touch that man? It's like, because I was thanking him. Don't touch him. You don't have to touch people. And it's like, oh, okay, you're probably right. I need to stop touching people. And I don't now. But anyway, so they did this study about touch because what they did is they put like this wall up, and then you had to put your arm through. And they did this study to see if we could understand what emotion the person was conveying through touch. And so they did the study, it was like in 2010, and so they wanted to know, so they would tell you, they would write it down, so you have to convey anger or sympathy or kindness or whatever. And they did women to women, women to men, men to men, men to, you know, they did all of this stuff, and they studied all of this stuff, and they found that we could really get, women were of course very good at it, very, very good at it. And we could get like, I think it was like 60%, it was almost 70% accuracy, where we knew what somebody was saying with the touch. But here's the funniest part about all of it. This is why it's so funny. When a woman was conveying anger to a man, he got it right 0% of the time. I don't know what you're doing. Confirm. I don't know. I don't get it.
You just asked me.
Right? And here's the other funny part. When a man was supposed to be conveying compassion, we got it right 0% of the time. I don't know what he's doing right now. Feels a little, I don't know. So, yeah.
That's good.
Right?
Oh, I
It's
believe that. That's hilarious.
It's right?
Yeah.
It's like every marriage in America. I don't even know what you're saying right now. I don't even know what you're saying right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyway, touch. Yes. So, anyway. So today is Mental Health Month, and touch someone.
Give someone a hug.
Yeah. Maybe not a stranger. You might get, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bad things might happen. But someday,
Yes.
we'll be able to hug people again. I've started hugging some people.
Yeah.
Illegally.
Right.
But the people that I know are safe. I
Yes.
think most of our people that I know have had both of their vaccinations, and we're still not doing things we should be doing. But soon, because our cruise...
Yes.
So excited. We had
Oh,
two
you're
more
so
people
excited.
sign up
Good.
last night. So Brianna and I did a live Q&A on Monday. And then we saved it and for things about our cruise. And you can find other videos about that particular line, and we linked a bunch of stuff. But if you're still kind of on the fence, you know, I just think it's going to be so much fun. I absolutely cannot wait. I think it's just going to be a blast, and there's still some spots left. And
And if you're on the fence, shoot that little information thing to the guys, and you're not committed or anything, but you can ask all those questions.
And then you can be in on the emails.
Yeah. And then, you can get a hold of, you see what we're talking about with everyone else who's already booked, but you can just ask them the questions, and they can answer them fully and give you whatever you know, because they know all of it. You know, we're just
I think it's just time to vacation. It's time to get out there and do some stuff, but it is true that I don't want to leave the United States. And we had a lot of people that commented from Australia. It's like, oh, I feel so jealous. We can't leave Australia. It's like, oh, totally.
Right.
I think you need to,
You don't want to come here.
you know, you don't want to, well, I think that we just need to, you know, slowly kind of open things up. But I think international travel is still going to be
Yeah.
hard for a while. But that doesn't mean that we can't get out and, you know, a lot of our activities will be outside. And anyway, I am super, super looking forward to it. And
too.
yeah, and so that video, is that on our newsletter? Where can they find that?
Did it go out yesterday on our newsletter?
What was that?
The Q&A from Monday?
Yeah.
Yes. It was attached to the newsletter you got yesterday.
She was over there drinking her tequila.
Having her
Talk
potty shots. So you guys would have gotten that link in the newsletter you got yesterday. If you are not getting our newsletter, click the newsletter tab on our website and you can just put in your email address and you'll be added. And every Tuesday morning we send out a newsletter. Or I'll link it below in this one if you missed it.
Yeah.
You can also go to our website under the newsletter tab.
Oh, sure, sure. All of those places. And then the other thing that we just wanted to mention is I feel really bad because Brianna and I feel like we're always here. Are we not? Brianna takes off Wednesdays because that's her quilting day. She quilts every day, but she stays home in her pajamas. Yes. Oddly.
With no judging eyes at home.
And does all of her quilting on Wednesdays, but otherwise I feel like we're like always here. But lately I think again other people they've just wanted to get out and about and little road trip, and we had, was it last weekend, we had 3 different people who drove up from California,
Yeah.
you know, to see us, and I felt kind of bad. So if you feel like you're on like a little road trip or you're gonna dash by or whatever, shoot us an email. Cindy at FabriChat.net, Brianna at FabriChat.net, Deb, Brittany, any one of us, and say, hey, we're kind of thinking, you know, we're going to be coming by and my husband's going to let us pull off of the freeway. We are 10 miles from the freeway.
Yep.
So if you're anywhere between Seattle and Spokane and you're going to be on that freeway, you can pull off and come up and see us. But anyway, shoot us a little email and we love to meet people from different places. So I feel kind of bad. And then the other thing is that if you're just kind of coming up and staying, that's why we have that, that 4th unit. So Linda Britt, we're still trying to get our friend from Texas to make it up here and stay. But anyway, we can even put you up. So as long as there's not a retreat that weekend and they're not using that. But anyway, so we just wanted to say, let us know because it's certainly road trip weather.
Yes. It's
and
beautiful
fishing season. Yeah. And that was the other thing too that was good is we realized that when we were doing all of this research about the cruise, that every time they talked about the Columbia River cruise, that it was the most that's what they kept saying, most beautiful area in our country.
Well, that's us.
It is. That's us.
It's our backyard.
That's us.
It is
That's where we
beautiful.
are.
It is amazing.
Beautiful salmon, Indian heritage.
Yes.
It is really pretty up here. Wineries. How many? What I think we have.
Oh my gosh.
We have over 20 wineries
Get
just in Grant
yourself
County.
a DD.
A designated driver.
Get some like 18-year-old nephew or whatever to drive you
Invite
around.
us along.
Yeah, because I mean, every
We'll show
20
you.
minutes you could be
Pull up
stopped.
here.
Stop.
Pull up here.
Right here, like in Quint. I bet there's like 6 within like blocks of each other.
We have
And
a lot
all.
of them.
So
What
good.
it is about us is that, and we are very, very different from Northern California
Yeah.
because our soil, Phyllis has explained this to me before, our soil, because of the amount of sand in it, is similar to soil in France, in the south of France.
Oh.
So there you go.
Cool.
You don't have to import your wine from France. Come here.
Yes.
Yeah, and see ours. So anyway, and we're planning, we're in the final stages and sending out the final emails for our retreats, which I think are, we have everybody that was on the waiting list is now in, or now are
I
we
believe
starting?
so. For the most part, I think there is still a few on the waiting list for one of the summer ones. The July one, maybe?
We're trying to get people in because you can still, we know we're going to let you cancel. You know, we've had a couple cancellations and we certainly understand that we don't want anybody to come if you're not comfortable. We will be following COVID precautions, and so we're going to take your temps every day. We are sending all of that stuff, and we have you guys 6 feet apart. If you're up and wandering around, we'll have a mask there for you, but otherwise, we'll we'll follow those precautions. But I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, about people canceling. But anyway, so we'll get you guys in for that. And gosh, I totally lost my train of thought. What were
I
we
have no
talking
idea
about?
what you were
I don't
going
know. Oh, wineries.
Wine. Wine.
It's the tequila.
Yeah.
Wine. That's what had me off on wineries. Yes, because I was just talking with John and Robert because
I
we
can't wait.
I know. We're not only because the flower garden retreat, we're going out to the flower garden, but we're also doing it for the summer one.
Mm-hmm.
They were a little worried at first because it gets so hot that, the roses don't look great, and it's like, oh, whatever. We're just going to go over in the evening.
They still look
it's
fabulous.
So beautiful, and it's so aromatic there.
Yeah.
It is a commercial rose garden, not open to the public, but it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And their food is fantastic, and the wine. So that's what we were talking about and I said, no, it needs to be local wine. So we're going to do a little wine tasting there of Milbrandt, White Heron, Cave Bee, and there was a fourth one, and we're going to do local wine. So that's what I was thinking, the retreats. And if for some reason you couldn't get in this year, we do these retreats every year. Mm-hmm. We might not do the cruise again. We might not be able to afford to do it next year. Are you yawning?
I already copied it in my tequila. I mean,
I would give you a shot of this, but you're too young to handle this.
It's possible.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, if you don't get into a retreat this year, we'll do it again next year. It's the same ones.
We have a lot of fun.
Not the same ones. We do them a little bit different. But in fact, this is a courthouse steps quilt, and this is one of the classes at the summer one because we're doing star stepping, which is a quilt that's done with a focus center.
And this is the July retreat.
The July one.
Yeah.
Sunny days.
Sunny days.
Yeah. Anyway.
It'll be fun.
All right. What else? Anything else? What else should we talk about?
I don't have anything.
You're just too busy moving. I can't believe that you're almost moved in.
Barely.
I've been moving for a year.
Barely.
I'm about ready to just back up and just load it up. I'm so over it.
It's a lot of work.
Over it.
Last night I wasn't as productive. Robert brought home 2 kittens. They're adorable. My husband, though, bless his heart, would have a zoo. Because all of our animals have been, rescued or whatever.
I found it.
Yeah.
Home.
So it must have been Thursday of last week because this was our last day at our house before it hit the market. So, and then he comes as he's supposed to be grabbing up the rest of the stuff in his shop, and he's like, "Oh, I have 2 kittens." Like, where'd you find those? Go take them back. It's like, "Oh, my dad." Like, your dad gave them to you? Papa gave you kittens? Did he not know we're moving? So he brought them home, and they're adorable. They really are. They're
cute.
super sweet, and they already have their whole little box, everything figured out. But they made it from the laundry room all the way to the sewing room, and they were playing in there with me, and so I was very distracted. And they're very cute, though.
What is it about cats and sewing rooms?
I don't know. They were doing good. They weren't being naughty or anything, but
It's because they're little.
I know. Wait until they get bigger.
Oh.
I feel like one of them, Miss Bernadette. I think she's gonna be huge. She's already like twice the size as Robert's little Tika, so we will see.
Bernadette.
I do
Well,
too.
all of their animals are named after guns.
Yeah, except Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Because Robert said I could choose. And he's like, really? Nothing else? Not like... And he rattled off something. Like, no. I didn't know. Yeah. I know. Smokey. So, I don't know. But, so the kittens have definitely slowed me down. But, I'm super surprised. My kids are really good with them.
I'm not surprised.
Wyatt is...
They're very...
I am.
Such... They are so mean to Cassie.
Cassie deserves that.
Pretty hard.
George cat. Just this.
Yeah. So she got it from Granduncle Thomas, Cassie, because she was the one that was picked on outside his house. And so Brittany's like, "Oh, let me just bring her home and
Give her a good life."
And she is so happy. She is fluffy and chubby and just loving the indoors. She really doesn't want outside. If the front door is open, she'll get on the back of the couch and she'll just lean as far as she can. I don't want to go outside, but I'll smell. But yeah, she chases Lizzie. She hates Lizzie. Like one day I had Lizzie and we went to Brittany's house and for some reason I didn't take her around to the back. I don't know why. But we came to the front door. Oh my gosh, the cat was going to eat her. Mm-hmm. Like 4 times the size, just like whole bananas. And Brittany's like, oh, you don't know the rules. Cassie says,
Cassie
no,
knows
no.
are no dogs in the house.
Even Lizzie knew. She started like, oh no. I didn't hear that.
Get me out of here. She's spinning on the floor.
Yeah. So, but Cassie puts up with a lot. So my kids are not super nice. They get in trouble. I mean, I don't let them be mean to them, but so they're really nice.
There's
Harper,
something fun about picking on an animal that is acting up. Don't you think? Is that a mean kid? Is
that a mean kid?
I think so. If somebody is
well, that's like my kids.
hissing.
Yeah, if Wyatt's in trouble or whatever, Harper will kind of, oh, you're in trouble? What you naughty? It's like, Harper,
Is your nose supposed to be in the corner?
yeah, you naughty? Leave him alone. Take a minute. He needs a minute, you know. But yeah, Harper's a tad rough, but she's also, I mean, she's almost 2.5.
Two, yeah.
So she's
little.
a
She doesn't
tiny
know
bit
that
rough,
she's...
but also sometimes when I pet with them or even pet Cassie, I'll get like, you know, and just not rough, but you know, it looks like I'm really rough and I'm, you know, barely touching her. So I think Harper hasn't realized I'm not really like shaking the baby. I'm just, you know, massaging her, and I don't think Harper realizes I'm not really like touching Cassie like that. So we watch them though, but
She gets in trouble at my house because we have Forrest. And Forrest is this little Manx cat who, you know, he's never...
He hates me.
He does. He hates her because she brings over the spawn.
Yeah.
And so it's sweet because he doesn't run because he's too classy to run from anyone.
Yeah.
But he's relatively quickly walking off because like I'm gonna go hide under the bed because the kids are here. And what was it, last weekend?
Last weekend,
So
yeah.
we see him walking off and we see Harper. Oh, hi. Forrest, and they kind of go around the corner, and then all of a sudden you hear this. Wah!
She goes, he has no claws, guys.
Sorry. Yeah,
But
he does
it hurt her feelings so bad. He hit me.
and he does. He'll turn around and he'll kind of tell her, and then pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, he is pretty good. For a cat with no claws, he's got Norm on him. But yeah,
It was her feelings.
I was so sad for her.
She
It's
was very sad.
You needed to leave
She just
him
wanted
alone.
to give him a hug.
Yeah, I just
He
wanted
doesn't
to-
want a hug. Don't touch me. Yeah.
No. It doesn't help that she feels like me. And Forrest, he's not a fan of me. Doesn't mean I stop petting him or, oh, hi, did you miss
His
me?
ears
And-
all flat.
Yeah. He's like, oh my god. I think he was very excited when he moved, thinking I would not find him.
You know what's funny about that is that he's not used to people.
Yeah.
And so he lays on the back of the couch, you know, the cat zone.
Yeah.
And he watches out the window. He's used to just seeing birds in the walnut tree, you
Yeah.
know. Now
Well,
he
what
sees
do we-
people walking.
And what about the cars?
The cars, I mean, you know, the highway was there, so the cars, he kind of watches the cars, but what he's freaked out about are the people walking, and they're walking dogs.
Oh.
And so you'll see him, because you'll watch him, and he's just kind of watching the birds, and all of a sudden his ears go, he's watching, and then, you know, the birds, and he just, you know, he watches, he's like, what are you doing here?
Why are you here? Why are you so
Yeah,
close?
he doesn't
That's
like the people.
funny.
Yeah, he's a country cat.
Yeah.
He's thinking all these people should be all up in our business.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of adjustments for all of us. in
Yeah.
time, so, anyways. All right, well, we hope you enjoy your celebratory week.
Yes.
Tacos tonight. And what do we celebrate? Oh, Mexicans' Independence.
yes.
Mexico's
Yes.
Independence Day.
And remember, tomorrow is Nurse Appreciation Day.
Oh, yeah.
So
They deserve
I think
that.
I have
Oh
my second
gosh.
COVID shot.
Today?
Today or tomorrow? Oh, I should probably look it up. I need to call. But
Soon.
I should take it in a little basket and see if they'll put it in the nurse station for me. Just
They
with
love
good
that.
things. I mean, they should. I mean, they have a hard
Just
day.
make sure it's not something that's not packaged.
Yeah,
because-
prepackaged things. Yeah, for sure.
Nurses, you know, just by definition, they're germaphobes.
Yeah.
So I used to go
So, yeah.
in, whenever I'd go in, when I had pneumonia and I was going in for my IV treatments, I'd bring in bags of M&Ms.
Oh, sure.
They'd wait.
Is she here? Is she back
Yes.
there? Here you go, lettuce. Yeah.
And then
So
bacon.
make sure you thank someone, or if there's someone in your family, send them flowers or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
They do a lot and have been doing
Oh, it's been
a lot.
a bad year for
So,
nurses.
yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, a little foot massage.
So, yeah.
And happy Mother's Day. And Saturday is Dog Mom's Day.
Dog moms.
Yeah,
Woo woo.
that's a thing, I guess.
It needs to be. I mean, how long did you only have grandpuppies? Just saying.
I know, a long time.
Like, she had a bumper sticker. That's
I
how long
did.
she had to wait.
I did, yes.
All right,
you guys.
We'll see you later.
Oh,
We were going to
one
tell you.
more thing! One more thing. I kept thinking there was one more thing. We did.
There is.
We're
Yes.
doing a special box opening. Is it on the newsletter?
No, okay. So you'll see it tonight at like 5 o'clock. I think we're posting it on YouTube. It'll be a special Mother's Day box opening. We just got so many boxes.
We have over 30 boxes.
Yeah. So we thought, well, it's Mother's Day. Why not celebrate? For those of you that are going on vacation, maybe you guys are going on a really fun little overnight trip somewhere and you won't be able to watch us Friday morning. We're going to do it now.
Or people who work.
Yeah.
Oftentimes people, it's like they're at work and at 5 o'clock they're going, oh my gosh,
It's
I
all
just got off
gone.
work. I can't believe those panels are
Yeah.
gone. This is for you.
Yes.
So we're
And
going to
we're
do, we're still having our Friday morning at 8:30,
Yes.
but
We're doing some extra ones. We're going to do QT fabrics,
which means digital.
which is all digital, super pretty. And also there's like 2 Michael Miller boxes. So I chose those 2 because those are some of my favorite ones. They're still really good stuff
Turn
for
the
Friday.
volume down.
Yeah, for sure. So check that. Watch out for tonight. Make sure you hit
5,
that.
5:30. What is the time going to be? 5 o'clock.
We can do it 5. 5 o'clock tonight. Watch for a special Mother's Day box opening.
Happy Mother's
All right.
Day.
Yeah.
Now we're leaving.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at FabricPatch.net.